Peace and balance, you guys, and welcome to your weekly read. So, I just want to let you guys know that I apologize in advance for any background noises, but try to get the message. So yeah, we're gonna jump in and tap into the energy for the week, so I can let you guys know, what may be taking place in your life and how you may need to go about it, things that you need to look out for, be self-aware about, so you can have a better week ahead. So yeah, let's get right into it. All right, y'all. So I'm done shuffling now. Some of you guys may be seeing 777 a lot, or the number 7 a lot, or you've been seeing 444 or 222 a lot, or 1111. Like consistently throughout this week. When you see something consistent, that's like a sign, like you need to pay attention to something. And if you see that sign again, like you need to pay attention to something, like you still haven't paid attention to that thing. So the moment you stop paying attention to the thing you were meant to pay attention to, you will stop seeing that number. But it's like a calling in a way, like hey, ring ring, here I keep calling you, I keep calling you, I keep calling you, and then like you finally pick up, and you finish the conversation, and then like it's over, like they won't call you consistently anymore. So that's kind of like that, with the numbers that you see. So pay attention to the numbers. I'm gonna be breaking down like the meaning of like the different numbers, and post it maybe on my YouTube, I'm not sure. So you guys, when you see like numbers, you can know what it means to you at that point in time, and what you need to gain from it. All right, so let's jump into the reading. I just wanted to put that out there. Now the cards that we got here, okay, we have the Ace of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Judgment, Ace of War. Ace of War. What the heck? How did war just pop up in this week reading? That's really interesting. Like war is just a conflict between two parties with different, maybe like they had different point of view. So like it's always that one part that initiates the fight or the war. So like that's maybe the energy we may be experiencing this week, like a war type of thing, like conflict between two opposing energies, two parties, with conflicting ideas, conflicting thoughts, or conflicting belief, like and them clashing, but you have to understand, like the war doesn't need to be like like it's unnecessary, to be honest. Like it's just two parties that don't know how to like come together and come up to with a like or agree to disagree, like, or come up with a solution that's going to benefit both parties, so they rather just go to war. And as sometimes one party actually wants to go to war, and another party may not want to, or sometimes both parties want to go to war, or sometimes both parties don't want to, but it just takes, like, so it depends. I feel like that's kind of the energy that we may be experiencing, because war popped up in here for no reason. I mean, not for no reason, for a reason, of course, but what I meant to say was Ace of Wands, okay. And then we have the Four of Swords. All right, so like I said, we've been seeing the number 444, 777, 222, 1111, consistently these past few weeks or past few days. And we do have the number 7 and the number 4 in here too. So that's even confirmation. But with the Ace of Swords, conflicting thoughts, like I'm picking up heavy on that. Conflicting thoughts. You may have certain thoughts that you want to put out there, you want to showcase. There's certain thoughts that you want to just keep to yourself, and not allow it to be seen. Some of you guys, you may be fighting with the Ace of Swords. Like swords represent like protection, guidance. I mean, like being guarded, protected. Something that you can defend yourself with. That's the meaning of a sword. You can defend yourself with it. You can protect yourself with it. You can fight with it. So your swords also, I'm getting here, your swords are your words. So your words you can use to defend yourself, you can use to protect yourself. So whether like you're doing like your ritual, whatever, or like you're doing your meditation, like using your words as, is power. Putting power in your words and actually expressing it out with the energy matching. Because your words always have to match your energy if you want things to actually manifest or things to happen. You can have one, and you can have one feeling, but your words are different. You can say something but your feelings are different, if that makes sense. Because the universe, like, it works like, everything has to be balanced. Like one cannot be without the other, like, so everything needs to be like in the middle in order for things to truly expand. Because if one is like on the left, the other is on the right, like you're going to have to like put the two together before, but yeah, like you have to put the two together before you can even like, manifest it, whatever it is, or make something happen. And that's with anything. Yeah, so like conflicting thoughts with some of you guys. Some of you guys, your words are your swords, like, so you need to utilize them well. um and then we have the Seven of Pentacles. With the Seven of Pentacles here, I feel like some of you guys have been waiting on something that you've been working on to start growing. I mean, and like some of you guys, you actually see the growth and stuff like that, but you kind of like, like in that space where it's like, when is it gonna grow? When is it gonna grow more? When is it gonna grow more? But you're not really seeing like the amount of growth that it already has, that is already forming, that is already bringing, but you're just waiting there for more. So I'm getting like, try not to be too not stingy. Is it stingy? I don't know. Like don't be too like, like, oh, I want more. You get something, you want more, you want more. It's okay to want more, but it's also okay for you to, I mean, it's also important for you to be appreciative of what you have so far, or have of how much has grown so far, being in gratitude, so that when more comes, you don't get too blinded by what you have, that you forget to be grateful for it, like, because you wouldn't have had it, in the first place. So that you have it, like, it's really important for you to show your gratitude, whether it's to yourself, to all aspect or energy that work towards actually making it happen for you. Being grateful is really important. And also being patient, like, patience are going to be tested during this month, especially when it comes to our finances. We're being called to work on our finances and actually be more patient with with ourselves or with our finances. That makes sense. Like, if you're expecting money to come, if you're expecting like something to start picking up or something, just keep being patient. Everything is growing, nothing is every step that you took is gonna pay off. It's paying off, so you just need to keep doing the work, keep doing the work, keep doing the work, and don't get too consumed by the outcome, like, what's gonna happen. It's okay to like assess things, the possibilities of everything, but it's also important for you not to attach to those possibilities, because they're just possibilities, like anything can happen. So therefore, like, you want to allow things to unfold how it should. Because if you attach, like, oh, you're doing something, oh, it's not gonna work because I don't see it happening right now, you bringing that energy in, or like, oh, it's gonna work, like, yeah, I got this. And then like, you may get too fixated on that thing, that you too dependent on that thing, and it may take a long time to come, like, so you don't want to dwell too much on like the possibilities. You kind of just want to do what you need to do, focus on anything else and allow things to unfold as they should. Then you can act accordingly. And then we have the Judgment call, like judging. Some of you guys may feel judged. Some of you guys are judging yourself too much. You need to like chill out. Like, it's not that serious, maybe you did something and you're like over judging yourself. Like it's like, we're all humans. We all make mistakes. We all have a good characteristic. We all have a bad characteristic. So it's like why are you judging yourself? Just learn from your mistake, grow from it, move on. Assess the situation. If it's something that's really not that serious, like, it's really not that bad, like, why dwell on it, you know? So like kind of just chill out, like, you know, try to have fun. Try not to be too like, oh, like everything has to be perfect. You have to be perfect. Da 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 da. No, like you human, you in a human body. I mean, so like that's not gonna happen. There's no perfection when it comes to the human body. Like the human body has like its characteristics, and you know, like it's just what it is. You're just gonna have to chill out, you know, and just like relax. Don't take it too seriously, um, and just look at what you need to gain from it and move forward. If that makes sense, you know. But yeah, try not to judge yourself too much. You feel like other people may be judging you. Certain energy may be judging you. For some of you guys, like some of, I don't know. I'm picking up if you guys feel like God is judging. Yeah, like I was saying, try to be light. Like try not to be too heavy and judge yourself too much. And like, you know, or get too affected by other people's judgment, because that's what it is. Other people perception, other people judgment, other people thought, other people perception, other people feelings, you know, and emotion put on together, you know, like to assess life situation the way that they assess life and situation. You have your own way of assessing life and your situation, so that's all it is, you know, like like, but at the end of the day, like you on your own journey, you make the choice you need to make for you, for your journey, you know, and it's all that matter. So yeah, and then we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, you guys want to manifest something, but like you're very selective. You like, I'm getting like very selective on what you want to showcase, or what you want to put out there, what you want to show the world. Are you needing to be more selective on what you want to show the world, what you want to identify yourself as? Some of you guys, you don't need to show your hands that much. You know, you don't need to tell everybody your business. You don't need to tell everybody what you're going to do next. Like, as long as you're working on it, you're putting it forward. Once you start to see the results, when you start to see the benefit, maybe then you can showcase it. But for now, like, just kind of like just do what you need to do, you know, like, and yeah. But yeah, like some of you guys are focusing on manifesting something, and it's gonna take you actually removing yourself from society, because you see like they way across over here, like, and society is right there. Like any distractions or anything like that, you need to cut it out so you can focus on manifesting this thing right here, or whatever it is, you know, for you. And then we have the Four of Swords, thinking a lot. Okay, thinking a lot. A lot of you guys may be thinking a lot, not sleeping at night. You know, it's hard to sleep at night. You know, or even when you go to sleep, you don't feel as you don't. Wait, what am I saying? When you go to sleep, you feel as though you didn't get enough sleep. You know, some of you guys, it's just like things that happen because you see the swords on the wall, things that you're holding on to that happened in the past that doesn't matter right now. So you probably dwelling on the past, and it's like, what is it bringing to you right now? What is it doing to you right now? Like, and if it's you thinking about things from the past that are putting you in negative energy frequency, you're gonna keep attracting more of that. So be wary of what you are projecting in your mind and outside of your mind. Be wary of what you are, you know, spending your time into mentally, emotionally, physically, because wherever energy goes, energy flows, you know. So like wherever your energy flows, you know, your energy is attached to that. So therefore, like any energy that's similar to what you're attaching to is gonna come to you through different things, people, places, and situation, experiences, you know. So you want to be very aware of what you're attaching your mental, emotional, and physical to, you know, what you're paying attention to, because it's all playing out. And you're overthinking, you're not sleeping at night, you're feeling this way because it's things that you're holding on to. You need to release. It's things from your past. Why are you holding on to that? Is that something like you feel you need to hold on just so you can feel strong, like, oh yeah, you overcame this, you know, so now you're like, you know? Or is it something that you can go on and just feel pity and just like, because you actually subconsciously like that feeling when you go into that space or something that you experience negative, that boost, that adrenaline that you feel, whether it's sadness, anger, it's something that you may be a bit, you know, what's the word, addicted to, you know, like. All right, yeah, so yeah, like I was saying, try not to overthink too much on the past. For some of you guys, like, release what you need to release. If it's not helping you, serving you right now, the past should only be utilized if you want to go in a situation so you can assess your part in the situation, see what you miss, see what you you know what you didn't do right, learn from it so you don't apply it into your next experiences or relationship, however it is, because everything is like a learning thing. So like if you go in the past just so you can reminisce on it and you're not really gaining anything from it, you're just dwelling in that energy, you're gonna keep attracting more of that. But if you go in the past so you can assess the situation, see what you gain from it, see what you can take from it and leave the rest behind, you know, you can gain so much from it. Because not only would you upgrade your current self, you know, you'll be able to like go into new experiences, you know, having new knowledge and wisdom on how to go about it, or how to go about things. Okay, so you want to take the lessons, not take the the the, the other shit that is really not that necessary into your current space, you know, because you're in a different space. You're in the present moment. You're not in the past. You're not there anymore. So move forward, let it go, you know, and, you know, just try to experience like good memories, good things, so that you can replace it when you go to sleep. You don't feel too overwhelmed. Okay, so even if you experience something overwhelming, trying to do things that put you in a space of like being content and thankful, because like being thankful is like a really big like healing energy you can utilize, because it's like, you know, every time you think about how like there's so many other people out here that are experiencing the worst than you experiencing, you start to see your experience as like, it's really not that big of a deal, it's really not that serious. So you feel thankful for it, so therefore you don't dwell in it or feel like, you know, you can utilize that too, to help you, so that you can sleep better at night and you can manifest more better things in your life. Because if you sleep with bullshit in your mind, anger, sadness, whatever it is, that's how your day is going to start. That's all the energy you're going to keep attracting from people, place, and things. Like you're going to start to realize small things start to anger you, make you feel sad out of nowhere. And that's because you went to sleep with all that pent up energy and you didn't release it into something. You know, like you always want to give the darkness into the light. And the darkness is like the bad experiences, the sadness, the anger. The light is like the good experiences, the things that make you feel happy. So like if you feel sad, you listen to a song that you really love, you bringing all that darkness out and you putting it into that light, which is that song, you know, that movie, whatever it is, and you allowing it to transmute it. Okay, and when you listen to a song, when you listen to watch a movie or anything like that, make sure it's a movie that's actually, you know, that you actually feel called to watch or listen to, you know, because that movie or that song is gonna have a message for you that you need to take in, you know, in that space that you're in. You can learn from, you can utilize that energy that comes from that song, you know, to like boost you up. Because like as humans, we eat food, the body eat food so it can like maintain itself. You know, if you eat healthy food, the body is gonna be more sustainable, like, you know, be able to like the cells in your body will be able to rejuvenate even faster, therefore like it'll be stronger so it can fight off diseases and like unknown things that come in the body. It's the same thing like, or if you eat bad food, like your cells will be so weakened, so you'll be dependent on like other stuff that will give you more, you know, like energy and strength and stuff like that, to be able to like strengthen those cells to do that. It's the same thing with like how do you call it, it's the same thing with the spiritual body or spirits, you know, like it takes in information, knowledge, wisdom, energy from the sun, from the moon, from the stars, from other people, you know, the exchange of energies. And that's what a spirit takes. So knowing what type of information you're listening to, what type of movie are you watching, what type of show are you watching, what type of things are you injecting in your subconscious, in your conscious, internally, you know, that's what your spirit is feeding on. So if it keeps feeding on false information, it keeps feeding on gossip, it keeps feeding on, you know, like negative thought, negative thinking, negative words, you know, stuff like that, your spirit takes on that, and then it accumulates it, and then you start to embody it, whether aware or unaware, you know, like, so you have to really be careful what you are ingesting in your body, in your physical body and your spiritual body, because it really matters. So yeah, give me a minute, please. All right, now let's get on to the next one. Now the next cards that we got the Hangman Okay, the Hangman, and the Ten of Cups. Okay, so during this week, it's a lot of things that are gonna happen to taste your fate in yourself, in the process, in your guides, in the universe, however. But your faith is gonna be tested to see if you can handle something or not, to see if you truly trust yourself or not, to see if you truly about it or not. So everything is gonna test you, and you have to be ready to be tested. The test is gonna come through yourself, through somebody else or something else, or through your environment. Because we have 12 over here, and that takes to number 3. 1 is individuality, two is somebody or something else, and overall that's 3, which represent environment. Okay, so you have to be aware of your environment. You have to be aware of the people and place and things in your environment. You have to be aware of yourself in your environment, so you can see where the energies are coming from, where the tests are coming from. But your faith is going to be tested, to see if you can handle something or not, to see if you can actually go through and follow through with something or not, to see if you're actually worthy of something or not, So try to be strong, try to hold on, and, hold on to yourself, and hold on to what is supporting you, and allow that to give you all the energy and the power that you need, so that you can actually eventually let go and trust more, because maybe you feel as though if you let go you might drown, but you don't know that yet, so it's you can't really judge it if you don't know, you don't know what's gonna happen. You can have your perception, you can have your idea of what's gonna happen, but you don't know at the end of the day. Truthfully, you don't know. You're just making assumption, you're just guessing, you just so that's the energy that we're going to be in, so try not to make things something that it may or may not be, because you never know. So yeah, and then we have the 10 of Cups here. Some of us are being called to tap into an inner child, do the things that make us feel like a child again. Things, be more playful, and experience life, create more happy and good experiences for yourself. Some of you guys may have kids, spending more time with your kids, having fun with your kids, doing certain activities that can connect you with your kids even more. And yeah, some of you guys, it's just just stay in the moment, in the present moment, and experience the present moment, and allow things to unfold. Allow the universe to support you, For some of you guys, you want kids. Some of you guys, you want to adopt a kid, or you want kids, or you have kids. Either way. Yeah, allowing the universe to support you, Don't feel like you have everything is on you, everything you have to do everything. No. Once you trust more, you see the support that is available to you, around you, within you, and all that. And then we have 20, which is a merry motive. So we're being called to assess a motive when we do anything, whatever it is that you do. You have to be aligned. You have to make sure that what you do is aligned with your motive. If not, everything happens. It doesn't matter. They say, energy bounce back, energy flows, energy in spiral. So whether it started somewhere and it goes down, eventually it use that same pattern to go back up. So it will go into that same space it was, to reassess, to redo, to reshape, to reconstruct, to reassess, things like that, if that makes sense to you guys. So whatever you feeling internally, okay, and whatever you're projecting out, all those things are going to be, that's where that judgment cards come, if that makes sense. It's time for the judgment, it's time for your heart to be weighted on a scale to see if your heart is as light as a feather, if that makes sense. So if you truly align with your action, you truly align with your word, you truly align with what you're doing, you know. um so make sure that you have like your motive are aligned with what you do. You know, you don't want to do something because you feel forced to do it. You want to do something because you want to do it. You know, you want to say something because you want to say it. You want to feel something because you want to feel it. No matter how good or bad. Because at the end of the day, it's all about if you were genuine within your feelings, if you were genuine within your actions, you know, because that's all that matters. However genuine. That's why there's, you know, like, I know that's fucked up. There's people that kill people out here and it's still not in jail. It's not about good or bad. It's just about your intentions. Are you aligned with your intentions? You know, like, if you want to do bad, you truly want to do bad. You do bad, that's how you're going to be judged. And just know everything that you do will come back to you. You know, we all have freedom, but also that applies. You know, so you can do whatever you want. You can kill, you can do all that. You know, like, however weird it sounds, however bad it sounds, you know, like, you can do that. You know, there's some people that get away with it, but they don't truly, because all that will come back. Either they're going to be in the next body and they experience themselves getting killed, getting murdered, that's why, like, you know, certain things are happening to people and we wonder why. That's because, like, you know, certain things that you do, it comes back to you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have minute. It doesn't matter how big. It will come back to you, you know, because it's like a reflection. We're all mirroring one another, you know, and outside of us too. So, like, everything that we're mirroring is staying within that mirror. It is happening in that, you know, in there too. So at some point, once that mirror come back, it's time for you to face me. Remember this? It's gonna show you, hey, this is what you did. This is the point in time you were, and it's gonna mirror it back to you. You know, you're either gonna experience that, somebody you love is gonna experience that, to where as though you're gonna feel that pain that either that person felt, or, you know, whoever was affected by your actions. You know, you're gonna feel that eventually. So make sure you do everything, you're aware of what you're doing, because it's gonna come back to you. So yeah, like, what was I saying? So make sure that your motive are aligned, okay? Because, like, so that you don't, you know, when things happen, like, to you, you don't just feel like, oh man, like, why is this happening? Nah, like, you have to be aligned, like, be genuine in your actions, in your feelings, you know, in your thoughts. Like, make sure it aligns. So yeah, like, you're being called to, like, reassess your motive within what you do, within who you are, within how you feel, within how you think, okay? All right, now we got storm. Every hurricane comes to an end, okay? Every hurricane comes to an end. This is just to let you know that every situation comes to an end. The good ones, the bad ones, it always comes to an end. It's always going to happen. It's just how everything is constructed. It's like a wave. It's a flow, you know? Like, we're going to experience the good, then the bad, and the good, and the bad. So everything can stay balanced, you know? So never get too attached to an experience, to people, place, or things. Never get too attached. And then here we got the 442. Again, like, some of us have been seeing the number 444 a lot on the number 4, you know? And this is just, maybe this is the message you were supposed to receive from it. Either way, just know that every situation comes to an end. So, like, trying to make the best of your experiences. Try to learn the lessons within your experiences, whether good or bad, so that you don't get too attached to the good experience, so that when the bad experience comes, you feel too overwhelmed by it. You know, oh, okay, like, it was time for fun. Now it's time to work. Now it's time for me to learn. You know, like, so you learn what you need to learn, then you can go out and have fun again. And then when you're done having fun and all that, you can come back and learn again. Like, that's life, you know. It's so, like, just know that every hurricane comes to an end. Every changes come to an end, you know, like, and the changes are just here to transform things, transform you, you know. So, like, try not to be too, you know, like, attached to, like, you know, like, you not wanting to change something that you know very much you need to change within yourself, that you need to change, you know. And it can be so small, you know, or big, depending, you know, on your journey, depending on you, you know. But changes are inevitable. We are all called to change something within us, something around us, however, so we can be more aligned with what it is that we're meant to do, or what it is that we need to do, you know. So know that. Don't run away from your situation. Don't run away from yourself. Don't run away from aspect of yourself that you need to face, that you need to acknowledge, that you need to like actually have a talk with. You know, certain aspect of yourself, like real life talk to them, like actually like listen. You know, because there's certain things that you know you're gonna be telling yourself about yourself that you may not want to hear. You know, like but you have to tell yourself that you have to listen. Like you really have to sit down and check yourself. You know, check your energies. You know, make sure they are in a line. You know, like so they don't fuck shit up for you. You know, so they don't fuck what you're working on. So you don't fuck up what you know like want to accomplish. You know. So yeah, have that talk with yourself, you know, that serious talk. Like, hey, look, we're not gonna keep running away from this situation. We need to face it. We need to, you know, acknowledge it, and we need to get it over with. You know, hey, it's time for us to change this, da 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 da, so we can be more aligned, so we can do this and we can do that. You know, like have like a counsel with yourself, because like not all aspect of yourself agrees with you know what you may need to do next. You know, so you have to like come in agreements. You know, otherwise it's gonna be constant conflict. Oh, should I do that? I may not want to do that. I'm not gonna do that. Should I do that? You know, it be that constant. So you become very undecisive within your actions, and then you do certain things, you know, and you didn't really like take the time to sit down to truly assess it, so you can make sense of it and actually put forward the correct action that you need to take. You know, within that thing. You know, so it's always important for you to sit with something and not act too impulsively and actually try to make sense of it. You know, so yeah, and again, like we need to put some time into something also within this week. We need to put some time into something and stop running away from it. Okay. So yeah, that's it for that card. And then the last cards that we got, which are the numbers associated with this week, we have 7 and we have 6. 7 represent message. So some of us may be very out there with our messages, like actually speaking up or speaking the truth, you know, putting our messages out, you know, like putting messages out or whatever. And, you know, just expressing ourselves, you know, shining light on something, you know, creating good memories for ourselves, because you have the sun here, you know, creating happy memories. Some of you guys, you may need to look at, you know, what your sun sign is, everything that it brings, you know, like, are you actually in your sun sign? You know, like what energy does your sun sign carry, and how is it integrating in your day-to-day activities? How is it affecting you? How is it like hurting you? How is it helping you? Assessing all that, you know, making, you know, like, because you want to know your energies, you know, and how it applies to you and your day-to-day actions, you know, and so you can make the proper changes that you need to make. Because if you don't know the energy that you have and you just make changes, those changes may not be in alignment with your energies, and therefore create like resistance or some kind of like, you know, like misalignments, you know, and then create some kind of frictions and certain experiences that you may not want, not even may not want, like that are not necessary for you to experience, you know. So you want to be aware of your energies. And I'm getting here to focus maybe a sun sign, something about how like we are seen, you know, something about you know, how we see ourselves, how other people see us, something about like just how you were exposed, you know, things that you feel vulnerable about, you know, things that make you feel I guess in a way negative about yourself, you know, I don't know, however, things that you need to feel comfortable about yourself, you know, because it's you know, like also seeing the illusion within that, you know, is it actually how you are? Is it actually who you are? Are you focusing more on like the lack of than the more of, you know? Are you focusing more on the negative of you or the positive? You know, like which where are you? Like, you know, where are you at in your thoughts, in your feelings, you know, about yourself, you know? So yeah, pay attention to your sun sign so you learn more about the energies, you know, that your sign carries and how it's affecting you on your day-to-day, and others also. And then we have the 6 of Spades here. And then you see her, she's on the boat by herself with her bags, you know, on a journey. And then we have the moon. Not only do we have the sun here, we have the moon. We just got out to the full moon, you know, in Aquarius. So, I actually like these cards because it's balanced. We have a diamond and we have a spade. A diamond representing like opportunities that is coming in our life, you know, opportunities, you know, like that will bring in other people's life, things that we communicate, you know, that bring, you know, like that help other people, that assist other people, you know, stuff like that. You know, this is what this card represent. And then we have this card, which is a six of spades. And the spade is like the learning lesson, the things that we may feel overwhelmed to do, the things that we may feel overwhelmed to acknowledge, you know, things about ourselves, things about the things that we do, you know, things about the things that we create energetically or physically, you know, like the six represent creation, the joining of two energies to create something. And it also represents center stage, how you seen, again, how other people see us, you know, the energies within that. But are things that you have to learn about yourself. You have to learn how other people see you. You have to learn how you see yourself. You have to learn how, like, is it really how you see yourself? Is it really how you are? You know, is there some truth in what other people see within you? Is there some truth, you know, in what you're seeing within yourself? You know, like, where are the illusion? You know, assessing that, you know, like, and, you know, making the proper changes, rearranging things, like, you know, organizing things. You know, letting go of what is no longer serving you and just take what is necessary for you to take. You know, like, learn from what you need to learn. Actually be willing to learn. Be willing to see the lessons within everything. Taken from it, learn from it, and be on your way. You know, like, because we're all being transported. We're all moving into a new space in our life, and we're still on the journey. You know, we're not at the destination yet. We're not at that point in our life yet. We're still on the journey. We're still on the way. But not too long ago, you know, things happen, changes happen, which is why I kept seeing the Tower card, the Tower card. I kept pulling the Tower card all throughout this week, and that was the point where the Tarot card was happening. All the changes was happening. But now, like, we've been through that change. We've been through the thing shaking up. You know, the lightning happening, the strike making us move, making us feeling anxious. You know, like, scared, sad. You know, like what's gonna happen from now on? You know, that type of energy. We experience that. Now we're in a space where, like, we're being transported. We're moving now. Now it's like everything is sure. Like, okay, am I gonna stay here and keep dwelling on the destruction, keep dwelling on the things, you know, being, you know, like, messy and shit like that? Do I really want to waste my time to rebuild that up, or do I want to, like, move forward and see what is out there? You know, because maybe I was feeling too comfortable where I was at. I was feeling too, you know, like, whatever it was, you know, whatever you were attached to being destroyed. You have now, like, you making that choice, like, okay, like, let me go ahead and see what is out there, you know, like. And that's why we have her on the boat right now, you know, seeing what is out there, exploring life more, you know, like, see more, because this world is so big. Like, there's so many people in this world, so many experiences, so many energies out here, so many possibilities. You know, like, you can't just hold on to that one possibility or that one experience or that one thing. You know, like, you have to expand your horizon. You have to expand your awareness. You have to expand your experiences so you can gain more. Okay, because if you don't experience as much, you're gonna stay ignorant to those experiences. You know, like, so you want to experience as much as you can. You know, like, and make the best out of life, basically. So again, this week the energy is like we're gonna be pushed towards actually taking, you know, like, making that action to actually go forward and experience more, experience life more, experience the unfamiliar, experience the unknown, you know, and actually not be scared of that, you know, because everything that you knew, you weren't expecting all those changes to come so brusque, like out of nowhere, like, so unexpected. You weren't expecting that, you know, like, it's just like once it happened. So, like, why even be scared of the unknown? Because it's like, it's like, hey, you never knew that change was gonna happen, so you never know what you're gonna experience eventually, and it can either be good or bad depending on what you need to experience for your journey, for your path, you know. And yeah, like, these are the energies for this week. Okay, thank you so much for, like, taking the time to get this message. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Stay at peace and balance always. Bye bye.